Welcome to Flare Outdoors. I am gonna go out here and try out a new knife, make a fire in my Firebox stove, and cook some lunch. Our local wildlife out here. I am on a what's called an HMU, which is Habitat Management Unit. The Corps of Engineers runs all along the Snake River and parts of the Columbia River. You can hunt, fish, hike. I'm not supposed to overnight camp out here, and but the dogs are loving it. What I'm looking for is, I believe that's a cottonwood there, and it makes really good bow drill fires. And if I can find some dead stuff, it helps make a pretty easy fire, which is all I'm going to do today. Here I found a down limb. These end pieces are pretty dry and snapping. The problem with these trees is they're all surrounded, a lot of them are surrounded by blackberry bushes which have nasty thorns on them. So I'll get some of this and we'll make a fire. So this is the Ambush Tundra in 3V steel, made by Bark River Knives for Tundra, or for Ambush. And this is actually a saber grind with a secondary bevel at the end. Some of this wood out here, this is the, fairly certain this is cottonwood. I love the bark because it has these fine fibers in here, making, if you can find them dry, make great tinder for starting a fire. This actually feels a little damp, so I'll stick it in my pocket to dry while I am working on processing some of this wood down. I'll stick that in here. This is some of the bigger stuff that I was able to get. It's not super big. It's actually, some of it's wet, but I think it will, some of the inside is dry enough. I think it should start. We'll find out. Piece of my hand to make a great baton. All right, let's see how it looks like some of it's gonna be dry. Yeah, I probably do. Not super dry. Those batons pretty well. Fortunately, this wood out here is so curvy, there's no getting around. It's not really super straight, but it doesn't affect the way it burns. Let's try some knots. Yeah, right through it. Thanks, Mommy. Whoa. Well, sorry about the dog. This one's pretty good. Get a straighter piece here. So I had a Bark River Bushcrafter in 3V that really like how it feather sticked. I don't know why I got rid of it. So something else caught my eye, I suppose. This does pretty good. Always thought saber grinds were easier to feather stick with, for me anyway. Scannies are really good. I struggle with flat grind. And it could be just my skill level. There, that should be a good pile, I think, to start fire with. So let me get my firebox set up, and I'll make some finer chips and stuff and go from there. Oops. Let's adjust this so you can see better. So the plan is just gonna pile all my shavings up there and see if I can get it going. I got that stuff in my pocket. I'll process down into finer stuff. It feels good and dry now. So we'll just process this into smaller pieces so it will catch a spark easier. Should be a pretty good bundle to start there. So let's see what happens. I haven't used my ferro rod with this. Bark River, normally they don't have a lot of sharp edges. Up here it's not sharp, but back here near the handle it's fairly sharp. Should be sharp enough to strike my ferro rod. So there we go. Still a little damp, it's not burning super great. Obviously didn't place this very good. Use the side loaders for starting the fire or keeping the fire going. That's the thing I like about these fireboxes. You can really control, manipulate how hot a fire you want. You want it raging hot, or you can just control it by how much wood you put in it, versus just dropping wood in, which works good too, or doing even a Swedish fire torch type fire in these works really well if you want a hot fire, but you have less control on the heat when you do that, is the only problem. Great little stove though. I've got the full-size 5-inch one here, and I also have a small stainless steel one for backpacking. I like them both. Both work really well. That so I can feed it without having to reach over the fire. Nice thing about this too is you can feed through the opening here. You can just feed wood in as well. And it burns great. Heating up nicely. Thing I like about these stoves too is you can just take dry twigs and things and drop them in as you go. Add fuel as well as down through the little windows down underneath for adding fuel. That's almost done. So, how did this knife work? I guess since it's kind of a knife review, feels pretty good initially. The thing about this knife is it has the Aura handle. So what it means is it's contoured along here, as well as this direction. It has that Coke bottle shapes to it, and feels pretty good in the hand. For me, I wear large to extra large hands or gloves, and it feels pretty good. When I'm choked up on the knife carving, it kind of leaves a gap back here, and it's not very comfortable, and it could be just the way I'm using it too. But all in all, I think it's a great knife. I'll probably keep it, and I'll look forward to trying the convex version, or I'll send this off to have it convexed, which you can do with bark rubber. Well, time to head out of here. My dogs are going crazy, and I got some things I need to get back in town to do. But thanks for joining me. I hope to make this the first of many videos. So I hope you join me, like me. We're gonna kind of my journey on getting back into bushcrafting stuff. And that's all. Have a good day.